Good morning to one and all presented here. Webinar started now. It's going live. People are coming now only. Okay. So shall we start the session, sir?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So now I welcome Kaviyarasi from first year to keep the welcome address.
A glorious morning to one and all present here. I'm Kavyarsi from CSE department. It's an immense pleasure to start this auspicious occasion by giving a warm welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Max JD. Also, I heartily welcome our respected chairman, Mr. S. Jayachandran, and our vice chairman, Mr. Naveen Jayachandran. I would like to welcome our principal, heads of all department, teaching and non-teaching staffs, and I welcome my fellow students. Today we have gathered here for our webinar about personal development and the inclination towards technology. We would like to honor our chief guest and invite him to share his visionary thoughts along with a motivational speech. I hope the program will be great and successful. Once again, I thank you all for gathered here. It's an immense pleasure accepting this delightful opportunity. Now, Mohammad Furkan from CSE department is here to share some information about our chief guest. Thank you. Have a great day.
Furkan, you are muted. Unmute yourself, dear.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, Kavi, sir. Thank you, Kavi, to welcoming to everyone. Now let's talk about Max JD, sir. He completed his UG at Panimalar Engineering College and PG at Anna University. And within a short span of time, he studied. And within a short span of time, and within a short span of time, he completed. And within a short span of time, he worked at Accenture and uh, Ascent. I know he's working at Accenture as business and integration analyst, and I welcome him to deliver the webinar. Webinar the topic of personal development and inclination towards technology. J.N.N is very glad to have to with us, sir. We are very eager to listen your webinar, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed Farkan and Kaviyasi. It was an amazing start for me. So, first of all, hi, my dear friends. A pleasant morning to you all. The climate's amazing. You've got immense rains going on out here, and it's my pleasure to actually start off today. So, to everybody out there, my name is Max, and I got to first start by thanking the faculty from J.N.N College of Engineering for giving me this opportunity to portray my outlook, and to personally first thank the principal, Mr. Mayakanan, and Mr. Sitaram, who have been coordinating with me for this webinar. So, let me just start sharing so that I can dive on to the topic and give you a glimpse of what I actually wanted to share to you guys. So, to start off, as everybody introduced me and what my topic would be inclined to, which is personal development and the inclination towards technology. I have split this topic into two portions, and my major area where we nowadays personally say is, personal development is something that we never take it up as an important factor. And frankly speaking, these abilities and qualities help you grow in both personally and professionally. To start off, at a spur age where you're in start of the college, or we are super excited to experience a life towards college, and I have been there. I've just got out of college quite recently, in about 5 years or so. And up until now, college life has always been the merry days for me. But I've never focused on why personal development was a critical portion in my life. So I thought, let me, give you that idea and nurture you guys into this personal development and why it inclines towards technology. So let me start off with first a few questions, and I would deep dive into it with why are personal development skills important. A few examples I would personally take from real experiences, and how to improve these personal development skills, and what personal development skills can be utilized in real life. So before we head up into all the deep dived topics and all basic information and all that, I just want to bring in an icebreaker to make our audience, whomever is watching on this platform, and every student out there who's joined into the college, I want to ask you to first take up your phones, open up this website called menti.com, and type in this code 49019677. Open up your phones, go to menti.com, and enter the following code 49019677. All right. I guess I'm just waiting for a few of our members to join in so that we'll have a very interactive icebreaker and a few more questions down the lane through our presentation, to spice up and not be super monotonous and all that. So let me see like a few hands or something, or probably our heart emoji coming through way this way when you join in. So the code again is 49019677. Type in menti.com and just type in the code. Once we are in, I guess we will start off with a quiz. I guess I hope everybody is available. But okay, all right. Anyways, we'll start off with our first icebreaker. I want to know, like, if you could speak and be heard by everyone in the world for 1 minute, on what topic would you speak? If you could speak and be heard by everyone in the world for 1 minute, what topic would you speak? I would love to see some answers. So, yeah.
Sir, actually, students can't talk. Just
Okay. No,
not
it's fine. We're
comfortable.
not asking them to talk. We're just wanting them to type whatever they. This is basically like a quiz on their phones. So we're not asking them to talk or anything. Anybody who's taking up the quiz can just take up their phone, type in menti.com, and just type the quiz. It'll be much interactive and make it more easier for me to dive into the topic. So hence why, if it's okay, or if you want, I can even more ahead. That's not a problem. So I guess we've got one particular answer. Okay. Okay, fine. I mean, at least one person has mentioned that they would talk about peace across the world. Amazing. Buddy, if you've got 1 minute, peace across the world, in 1 minute is a very very vast topic to talk, but I guess you would make a difference, buddy. Awesome. All right. To further go ahead, I think the window is still open and everybody can still answer as you go by. I'll come back, circle back on the topic so that we can have this topic even further gone, and you can enjoy reading for more answers. Okay. So I guess to further dive into our topic, our my first question was basically, why are personal development skills important? So, personal development skills are important because they allow you to create strategic and tactical plans for personal and professional growth towards your goals. It can be helpful to hone personal development skills. Like, why do you think this personal development skills are so important? Is what everybody might have an option as. But imagine these would naturally work together on our daily routines and help us in achieving personal and career goals. It helps in advancing in your career, improve your strengths and talents. It betters yourself naturally as you grow in life, and provides you a fulfillment and satisfaction. And the outlook of whatever you do, you train towards it, you have a creative outlook for it, you believe in it. So one particular example I feel is you know that I have focused on during learning personal development is when I gather around with certain, even take it up for sports, when I gather around with certain people who have a hard time learning, you either learn from them in certain ways, in terms of learning new ways to go about for a personal experience. Like for example, in a sport, badminton is one of my favorite games, very favorite games. And every time I learn a new way of playing the game, I try to put it into my arsenal. I kind of incorporate it as I go about, and I practice it. I make it such that it does not define to be his own particular move, whereas I define it to be my move. I envision it, I learn it, and I make sure that I execute it in such a way that everybody kind of tries to get it into their arsenal as well. So that's how you improve. This is like a very basic example where this does not apply to personal development skills, but at the same time, when it comes to reality, when it comes to certain examples where I'm gonna show to you guys on the next slide, like a certain few examples, like communication. Communication is one strong key factor in every outlook of the world. It depends on languages, it depends on interpersonal communications with your peers, your co-workers, your friends. Communication is always a key example even nowadays. So for example, we had a huge strike yesterday. It was a very booming strike yesterday when WhatsApp, Facebook and Instagram was down, and everybody had a total blackout, a server blackout. And for a brief moment, Twitter was the only handle that was holding on to the streaming platforms to communicate with across people across the world. It was a literal server block into our own selves, and communication was, and we only used that for communication. A small speckle kind of broke off everything, and that's how we utilize communication, and that's one key factor in personal development skills. Interpersonal skills, like everything encompassed, you have self-awareness, decision making skills, teamwork, conflict resolution, questioning, every emotional factor that encompasses your skills to come to a solution. Everything incorporates into one interpersonal skill. Work ethic in a wider range, where you start working in the next few years, once you're done with college, when you're done with learning every aspect from college on different topics, you start off with work. And in work there are so many new things. It is not simple. And once you have a work, there are certain etiquettes and certain ethics that you will learn as you grow about. And these are a few personal examples you learn throughout your years, from your family, from your friends. And with that as a learning, you also utilize that in your work. And way more you understand when you go into a work life culture, and a few others as well. So let me go forth with self confidence. Like the image says, the driving force of success. You determine on something, you set up a goal, you work towards it. Self confidence is always key. Organization is one factor on a scale where you have to analyze what you're doing, jot down, learn what should be done, and make it a systematic scale where you do it as a routine. You do your personal life routines nowadays. So in terms of our current situation, the pandemic has made our life into a routine, an organized routine. I bet there are people out here who are looking into this event would actually have a proper routine. They would do yogas and then go about with their life, or they do particular other cycling or whatever that may be. But they have an organized schedule in their life, and they do not differ from it. And that's what makes it their personal development in their life. Integrity, as the image says, is doing the right thing when even no one is watching. You have such a skill in your life. Integrity is one among the truthful skill that you can, gain when you do something, when you learn something. You don't have to, show off to a person saying, I can do this, I can do that. But whereas just show and do what you've done all the while, and they would know your success, and they would know your compassion over each work that you're doing and the learning that you've done. And leadership, see, one thing I can tell you is, out there everybody is a leader. It doesn't matter that you have been put up as a person who should be part of a leadership position. Never always understand the fact that you are a leader in every way. It doesn't matter you have to have people following you, or people making sure that you should always take up a few people and make them do work or do something that makes you a leader. That is basically the wrong definition in terms of the current situation. I feel leadership is something that you can do something to showcase what others can also do, or provide them with such an appalling outlook that makes them feel, okay, yeah, I am inspired by this person. So that's how a leadership skill is. Problem solving is always your first ever personal development skill. You should understand the fact that you are with a problem, never try to escape that problem. Face it, look, have an outlook towards it, see for every possibility, and once you see that possibility, drive towards it. And no matter what you do, this problem solving is going to be one driving force that you can actually hold on to till the end of your years. And adaptability, any place you go, I bet there are so many people out here who are going to aspire into amazing people with so many skills. And everybody's put up into a college or into a university where they have to go across certain courses. Yes, obviously, for people who love doing a particular course, they would go about for it. But what if there are people who are out there who are focused on something that does not f- give them their mindset that makes them think, all right, let me first do this. So they have an adaptability factor where they can sit across, learn everything, aspire in that, but focus on the real thing that they are. So they are completely goal focused and they can adapt towards everything. And that's how a few certain examples I have had. All right. So, how do you improve your personal development skills? I know there are a few certain things, but I actually saw a beautiful quote by one person. So let me share that and I'll show you guys what he actually means. Okay, I hope you guys can see my screen. So I actually held on to the Menti quiz, and the best part here is when I came back, I saw beautiful answers. The answers that said being honest, respect everyone, love everyone, truly being a trustworthy person. These are factors that I wanted to say about in being a personal development uh, topic. This works so much. So some people want to talk about trees. Really amazing. You've got confidence as a topic. Confidence is such a factor nowadays where nobody has that outlook, and I'm really glad you guys brought that up. Trees, for sure, brother or sister, whomever has answered this, trees is one thing that makes our world a better place. So try saving trees. It is always amazing. Okay, next up. So I just want to bring up a quote about one person. You know, it has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. It's said by Albert Einstein. And the crazy part is Albert Einstein, such an amazing science whiz guy who has always done everything. But yet, he, back in the day, almost about, I don't know, in the oldest age where we even born, I don't think we've only seen him through books and photos and not ever in any other factors, has told that technology has exceeded our humanity. Crazy person, dude. He practically look at his face and tell me that is a person who has done so many achievements in his life and yet has an appallingly obvious thought thinking technology is going to exceed. And what do we have here? Technology is exceeding our humanity. And what paved that factor is what our humanical thoughts about personal development and all that comes factor. Okay, so to break some ice, I just thought let me push on to a question for you guys. I just hope everybody's available on your Menti quizzes, and I'm just hoping everybody's there trying to answer your question. I see only two people. I just hope everybody's here. Awesome, awesome. I'm just waiting for a few more people, guys. At least five people to answer. It's kind of a sad outlook for me. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I guess hopefully many other people would join. So yeah, there's one more. Great. All right. Okay. I would start off with a question though, and it's gonna start off on the screens. You see this. Okay. What is that one thing in your life you couldn't live without? What is that one thing in your life you couldn't live without? Certain things are so much in fact. So by the way, guys, whatever you say in this, you would find your answers that says wrong answer, which is actually not, because whatever we say here is just, all the answers are right answers. I just want to know your responses. It'll be fun to see, different responses that we can find out. Oh, good one. All right. So people are saying a few answers, good answers. One says family, the other one says water and food, the necessity of life. And one person actually caught my eye that says biryani. I, brother or sister, whomever who's answered that, trust me, your life is going to be amazing with the food you're going to enjoy with. And especially if you're a biryani lover, hats off, brother. All right. To gain more, to shed more light on, how we've outlooked on this, let me go about and explain a few more slides. Like I said, how to improve your personal development skills. So to start off, you know I would say we will go about by saying face your fears. I've never had a fear in my life. I remember a story where my mom has told me, this is not interpersonally personal development, but it's more like accepting your fears. But yeah, so my mom have has told me that I used to be this person who used to not be scared of anything, like basically anything, as in I would not care if there's a ghost coming in. And being in Kerala, my mom used to tell me when I was very young. So my mom used to tell me that I should go to sleep immediately, or the ghost would, catch hold of me and all that. And I used to be this person who runs about to a window and says, "Where is it? I want to see. I want to look at the ghost." I know it's silly example, but imagine the fact that when a kid like me, who was back then trying to face something that is so fearful, even though I wasn't scared or so, held on to such extent just to see a ghost, which is practically not available or not real. Why can't we face certain things that are real? Why not focus on something that we are so scared of and realize that these are nothing but just obstacles? All right, so next up, learning something new. Oh, this is something I've always wanted to explain to a lot of people. So I have been in the industry, in the IT industry, for almost 5 years. If you ask me, whatever you learn in schools or colleges are just a brink of a cup, or a brink of the, or as everybody says, a tip of the iceberg. But everybody out there who comes out of college and starts learning things, that's a vast world. You learn so many things, not just based on technology, but through every factor like art, science, whatever it may be. It is so much out there. You will not realize that life has so much encompassed for us, and yet we are just stuck up in in our books. There's always this out of the box thinking, and this only comes when you start learning things new. And you just have to be this person who is a jack of all trades, but a master of none. Learn everything, understand everything, but don't be a master of just one particular thing. Just have your hands on it, learn, explore, and be an exemplary person who can get everything into your knowledge and utilize it for your future endeavors. Network. This may be possible where I can say that, in an open forum, I can say that I've got many friends. I've got friends who from different junctures, and every time I connect with them, it's a new experience. I learn a lot, and all this happens from the examples that I've said. Communication, that works when you utilize that. to widen your network. You learn, you understand, you gain knowledge through your networks, and that is one pivotal thing in your life, guys. Meditate. One thing in my life, even my whole family asks me to do, which I do not, but I would say meditation does not always factor on doing the yoga wala meditation, but doing meditation that makes you, go into your calm state, go into your go into a state where makes you feel you are right, and going through the right direction, making your nerves, your mind all in a mellow state, and that's what makes it a proper meditative state for everybody. Observation. One key skill I have learned from my brother, it's an example, is observation. So my brother has this option of understanding every person the moment he sees a person, and talks to a person. I picked that up from my brother, and my brother has always told me, never judge anybody. When you look at them, observe them, learn from them, understand them, and you may have a seven. There's always this filter in everybody across the world, that you are for sure making sure that no matter how it is, you will judge that person in 7 seconds. But imagine this: throw away that 7 second observation, and make sure you observe further and understand who that person is. You will make sure you know that person in a lot wider scale, and you'll know him or her more widely, and you will actually like that person even further. A lesson learned from my brother, guys. And feedback. Okay, asking for feedback is a really good thing. You do something, you're learning something, you're executing that. Imagine you think that you're right, you're everything, you've done it perfectly. But what if I tell you all this that you've done is in your mind, and you just think you're right is not what the world wants? What if there is another person who's giving you an outlook that says, okay, this person thinks he's doing it right, but he's actually not? What if you just take a step back and ask a person that says, buddy, just do it like what you've been doing, or make few changes? That's a learning. And feedback is very pivotal, guys. You've got to make sure you learn a feedback oriented outlook, and you would aspire a lot as you grow. Getting a mentor, oh god, this topic has so many personal development skills by your own self. You have multiple professors in your college. You've got friends who are maybe older than you. You've got your family, and you've got well wishers across your contacts, who can help you out, who can guide you towards this. Why not use them as mentors? Don't openly say they are mentors to you. What if you idolize them as mentors? Take up that mantle of being a student, who you guys are currently right now at the first year of your college, or whoever is still out there being a student. What if I tell you your learning does not end after college? You tend to learn even further in life as you go about till the end of days. But every day you find a new teacher, a mentor, and their learnings are completely different, and you improve as you go about. That's how a mentor is. And finally, something that I know for a fact that doing this would make me go to sleep is reading. So I know there are so many book fans out there who are like, reading is one amazing thing in my hobbies list. Like reading is always something that gives me the pleasure of relaxing. Guys, trust me, I am a person, if you give me a book and ask me to read, I would sleep in the next 5 minutes. Literally. And example to give you is, again, me in college, I have never had the opportunity to properly sit and study for a solid hour or so because I was so bad at sitting and reading a book. I've aced my exams. I have written it well. I've passed and all that with flying colors, to be honest. But more on which where I did not have the habit of reading. But reading does not encompass of just reading a book. Even digital reading matters. Digital reading also matters, and this is such an amazing habit where you guys would know for a fact that reading is always a habit. Okay, next up, inclination towards technology. But before I start, why inclination towards technology is something important is let me share something before I go. Okay, all right. So before I go about, there is a word cloud that's outside for you guys in menti.com that I want you guys to answer. 5 words. In 5 words, describe right now what your life is. Like right now, whatever you feel. I hope it's sharing. I don't know if it's not sharing. Yeah, I guess it is. So in Menti, go to Menti guys and type in a few words that tells you what your life encompasses of. So answer a few, just 5 words that makes you feel super energetic, and I would be glad to see more answers. If I see energized, it's awesome, amazing, happiness, and food. One person's answer is with us. I hope. Oh, there's someone that says phone. Phone is their life right now. Amazing. Maybe another one. So I guess someone has
Sir,
answered all. Yes.
can you hear me, sir?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, some students are leaving their answers in the comment section, sir. So kindly look at it,
Oh,
sir.
okay. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Not a problem. Oh, I've got amazing answers here. Okay. Uh, I've got amazing. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, guys. Good morning. Someone wants to talk about exploring the world. That's amazing. But yeah, okay. Someone has mentioned parents. Amazing. I think it's all from the previous answers. Family, my dreams. Family, my dreams, food. Oh, amazing, guys. Seriously. A few answers that I've found on the chat windows are really amazing. There you have to pursue their dreams. You have described something that's really amazing, buddy. Follow your dreams, go about, and focus on it, learn more, and like a few people that have answered here, be energized, achieve well. So someone has said, I want to achieve my life, set a goal, self motivate. That is really great. Someone actually okay, this is one answer I'm super excited about. Someone is like, not memorize, buddy. You don't have to memorize. You take live examples, either out of your life or out of any factor across the world. You don't have to take up a particular topic and that says, memorize a topic and all. Great. All right, I guess I've got good answers. So before I go about, I don't want to force into the next question though. Before I go about, let me start off with the further explanation of why I'm inclining towards technology. Technology, basically, guys, you know that everybody out there right now in this world have mobile phones, utilize laptops, computers, are there with AirPods, power banks, wireless chargers. So technology has improved so much in life that in the near possible futures we might even see further upgradation in life with technologies. And what more to start off with? What is the purpose of technology? Why do we need a tech? Sorry, why do we need technology in our current state of the world? And why does technology give us that uh, affirmation that says, you know what, with this I can make a lot of effort in life? So let me start off with one example where my inclination towards technology started. Where back, I guess, is around in 98 or 2000 maybe, my dad actually bought a computer for me and my brother, and he actually gave me this computer to utilize for personal reasons. And I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, and technology wasn't that booming. It was just a huge box which had so many, softwares, that old school softwares like MS DOS or you know, Windows 95 or Windows 98. And my brother, who's actually 6 years older than me, has taught me everything till date, actually till date, about technology, whatever new technological items that come across in the world. He has taught me till date. And back in that day, he was, well versed on how to operate a computer. Imagine, guys, right now we live in a world where everything is super fast. Network speeds, download rates. Even watching a movie, you just have to sit for like 20 minutes maximum if you've got uh, a regular network rate, and it will be in your palm of your hands. In the 2000s, we would have to sit and wait to see if the movie gets downloaded. It takes hours and hours to download. You would play, I don't know, there's this game called, a 2D game called Dangerous Dave, where you just utilize just two keys just to move a person. We've explored that. We've had broadband lines which ran at a speed of 25 kbps, which was fastest back in the day. And right now, 25 kbps is the slowest network you can find. We run in 10 mbps speeds to 100 mbps speeds, where download rates are quicker than possible. And imagine a year where there wasn't any communications through apps or through any forms of digital platforms. It was very easier to connect with people. But in today's technologies, using AI, machine learning, we have pushed across such a barrier where You can connect through anybody across the world, and we've survived 2020 and 2021 now in a home-stuck environment just with digital technology. But what drives this technology today? What actually drives this technology today that makes it so important? It's the way we learn and the necessity of the world. The world has encompassed with such a necessity that without technology there cannot be anything. Automation driven lives is what we are in right now. You take up Tesla. Tesla's got an autopilot based cars. You have VRs where virtual realities you can experience things at the place where you're right now sitting. You have a camera connected to your laptop and you're attending the session. This is like simple, but yet back when I remember cameras have to be bought separately, have to be adjusted, installed, made such that you go through an MSN browser or a Yahoo Mail browser messenger, connect to a video call, and it'll be all jolly and jittery. Nowadays, it's seamless, and that's how the necessity of current world is what drives technology today. But why did I bring in personal development and technology together? To make it further pivotal towards me, because I am opening up a whole book of why I am in this topic is I started off being a technological whiz, and through learnings from various people and all that, my ideology of computers or any tech gadget, I would always make sure that I learn it, I understand it. But when I know something about technology, there is always this factor of um, being socially awkward, or there's always this ideological thought that says this guy is a nerd who does not understand how to be social enough with people. I think that is a barrier that is kept by people, but I don't think nowadays everybody's a nerd. Every person out there is someone who uses technology for their personal usage, and they've developed so much in life that technology is one and the same for them. They are they are one entity, a human who has personally developed his own skills, and technology being encompassed into one. And what's more is, in the current trend, as I've seen, once you've passed out of college, you start off trainings in corporates or MNCs, which provide you with the latest skills like AI, machine learning. AI is one for sure that is a concept back where technology wasn't even booming. AI was just a hoax or a possibility, but now it is a factor, and that's what makes it technologically driven environment. And how our skills, communication, interpersonal skills incline is just very simple. So what makes a personally developed skill matter in technology is a very few factors, like bringing purpose to life, to prove that incredibly challenging as enterprise navigates a complex ecosystem of fragmented operations, departmentally silos, disengaged stakeholders, and constant pressures. So, okay, all these factors that I just mentioned, all these are just jargons that says technological outlook. But I can say what actually a personally developed skill makes technology. It creates an opportunity. It creates an opportunity by harnessing the abundance of digital technologies, enterprises that can bring a purpose in life and deliver a promise which engages us and whomever who's being part of this ecosystem to provide amazing commitments and improve certain uh, realities that bring in towards the environment. And why do I say that is, what if I tell you, in a world where technology does not survive, there is a whole block. And now where we are living, even there is a huge block without technology, we know for a fact that our interpersonal skills can factor into such a bigger scale and bring about technology into a wider option. All right, so to finish off a few scenarios, I know I've got only 10 minutes, so let me go about by saying a few things and I'll give you the final icebreaker and end of my presentation. I know I've bored a lot of you guys and I've made super the session a little, wavery, but I hope I've given some knowledge from my perspective and to make it an even better ending, I feel this quiz and hopefully my thank you would be appalling. So yeah, to start off with one final quiz though, if we were 25, we had 25 hours in a day, what would you have done to spend that 25th hour? I just hope I will look into the answers on the chat window as well, probably. But yeah, if there were 25 hours in a day, what would you spend that 25th hour doing? I had one answer, so probably let me see the chat windows though. I haven't got any, but yeah, alright. Let me see. Someone said learn. Hopefully by the end of the session, everybody's kind of all dull and all that. But anyways, as I can say, guys, it was amazing to see you be with me, listen to my session. Oh, someone saying using mobile. That's great. And it was amazing, having a conversation with you guys. It is always an amazing feel for me to present, and I guess it's my first ever on point college session that I'm presenting. So thank you so much, the college, and thank you guys, arigato, and what are the languages I can actually say? Thank you, nandri, and all that. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, college. Thank you, ma'am, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And we want to be here because our student is going to give thanks of now.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. I welcome Kaveri to give word of thanks now.
A very good noon to all. I'm Abhinaya from Agri Department. I feel so much obliged to deliver my vote of thanks for this event to all the dignitaries assembled here. I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Max JD, who honored this webinar with his inspirational and informative thoughts. I would like to thank our management, faculty members, and Lord, but not the least, my dear fellow students, for making this webinar as a grand success with their cooperation and interest. Once again, I thank one and all present here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes.
Sir, our students are submitting their feedback in the comment section, sir.
Yes, I am actually reading that. I just started reading that. So now
Yes, sir.
technology is going faster. So what are your thoughts about artificial intelligence in our daily life? Good question. So basically, artificial intelligence is such a boom, and in our daily lives, you see artificial intelligence used in a wide scale. For example, you have speech to text, apps or conversations or instant translations where you use Google Lens. All these are AI based, and trust me, brother, it's gonna widen up so much in a factor where you will see AI booming to a scale of daily usage. I think you would have seen a lot of references and possible AI usage in a few movies where you would see. I think there are even examples like robots which use AI technology, and this completely encapsulates how AI progresses further in life. And to top it all off, I can give you one other example where AI factored the most is when you use your phone to click on any images. You can see that each detailing gets enhanced when you click on an image. Sorry, click on a photo. So that actually is the power of AI. So the current technology that even a camera uses has AI's intrusion towards inclusion towards the phones and all that. So yeah, that was a great question, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Vignesh Dayalan. It really is amazing. Uh, Amazing question. So any other questions, guys? Okay. Cloud computing. All right, great. Mr. Big Boss. Okay, good. Right now, current trending person, Mr. Big Boss. I would say that cloud computing is right now um, a drive factor in the current IT technologies. So if you look into it, you have AWS, cloud computing, AI, and oh, sorry, Mr. K7. Okay, yeah. So yeah, AWS, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, all this as one. It's more like to outlook you into a comical reference. I would say not a comical reference, more of a movie reference. I say they're like the A team of the current generation. They give you this outlook of standout outlook that says we are the driving entities of the current gen AI. So learning cloud computing, AWS, AI, and machine learning is pivotal. And for coding, guys, if anyone who is into coding, Python is one outlooked factor. Go for it, learn, and make it your skill. All right. All right. I guess we're good. Thank you, Mr. Kesavan, for your question, and thank you, Ignatius.
Thank you once again, sir, for spending your time with us. It's
Thank
very
you.
informative, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you who all presented here, and you can leave the session now. Thank you once
Yeah.
again, sir.
Thank you so much. It means a lot, and thank you guys for joining in. It's amazing.